Have you ever felt exhausted, worn down, as if no effort you make will ever succeed? Today's gospel invites us to step into such a moment and witness a miracle. Peter and his companions had fished all night, catching nothing. Their nets were empty, their bodies tired, their hearts heavy with discouragement. And then Jesus steps into their ordinary day. With a calm, gentle instruction, he says, "Put out into deep water and let down your nets for a catch." At first it seems impossible. They had worked tirelessly, and the night had been fruitless. Yet, when they obey, the net fills beyond measure, so full that the boats begin to sink. This story is not just about fish. It is about faith, trust, and obedience. It is about what happens when we respond to God, even when the situation seems hopeless or our efforts appear wasted. Tonight, we will explore how this miraculous catch invites us to trust Jesus in our lives and discover the abundance he wants to bring. Picture Peter at the break of dawn. The Sea of Galilee is quiet, mist hovering over the water. His hands ache, his back is sore, and the night's labour has yielded nothing. He is tired, frustrated, and tempted to despair. Jesus approaches, calm and commanding. His words are simple. "Put out into deep water and let down your nets for a catch." Peter hesitates. He has worked hard all night. He knows the sea, the fish, the patterns. Yet something in Jesus' presence, a quiet authority, a deep peace, moves him to obedience. He casts the nets again, and suddenly the nets are full, so full that the boats begin to sink under the weight. Peter falls to his knees, awestruck. "Go away from me, Lord, I am a sinful man." Jesus smiles, gently reassuring him, "Do not be afraid. From now on, you will fish for people." This miraculous catch was more than a display of power. It was a lesson in faith and trust. Peter and his companions learned that obedience, even in moments of doubt and fatigue, brings God's abundance. Their ordinary work, their daily routine, became the stage for divine intervention. Think of your life. How often do we labour tirelessly, in work, in relationships, in prayer, and see little fruit? Jesus' words remind us: trust, obey, and release control. Miracles often happen when we least expect them, and in the simplest acts of faith. Even small steps of obedience, a kind word, a prayer offered with sincerity, an act of service, can become vessels for God's abundance. The miraculous catch teaches us: faith requires action. Miracles happen when we obey, even imperfectly. Obedience transforms the ordinary. Peter's empty nets became overflowing blessings. Your everyday life, work, home, routine, can become extraordinary when surrendered to God. Trust dispels despair. When situations seem hopeless, God's plan is at work, unseen and perfect in timing. Today, reflect on areas where you feel empty: relationships, work, prayer life, or personal efforts. How might Jesus be asking you to obey and trust him fully? Even one small step of faith, a phone call to a lonely friend, a gesture of forgiveness, a sincere prayer, is like casting your nets again. And God can fill your life with blessings beyond measure. Tonight, pray quietly. Lord, I lay down my tired nets. Fill my life with your grace and love. Teach me to trust you completely. Tomorrow, Act on that trust. Speak a word of encouragement. Forgive someone quietly. Serve someone without expectation. Pray with sincere obedience. Remember, miracles often begin with obedience. Your ordinary life, when surrendered to God, can overflow with blessing and purpose. Peter and the first disciples responded immediately. They did not wait for perfect timing. They obeyed, and their lives were transformed. Tonight, whisper in your heart, Lord, I trust you. Guide me. Use me for your glory. Take that first step of faith. Let God's abundance transform your ordinary day into a witness of His love and power.